adult or a child, the WFSB Weather app is a great one to have on your device because you can track the very latest alerts as they are issued. We already have multiple ones up heading into our late week storm that's going to have a big impact on Connecticut and really all of the Northeast and a large part of the country as it heads in our direction. Right now, we're dry, we're quiet, we're seeing some of that late day sun. We've got 37 right now in our capital city. You can see a pretty typical volume of traffic there on I-84. Certainly dry border to border right now. That will be changing in about 24 hours by tomorrow evening's commute, likely tracking rain across a good part of Connecticut. 38, a clear sky looking live from New Haven. So we've got a mid and upper 30s along the 95 corridor, low and mid 30s across inland Connecticut. Nothing too extreme. We've got winds that have gone calm in many locations, so no big wind chill factor this evening. So certainly some good news there. But despite the wind being calm right now, by this time tomorrow, in addition to the rain, that wind is going to really start ramping up into tomorrow night and throughout the day on Friday. That's when we could get gusts 50 to 60 miles an hour. So if you still want to get out and prepare, have some last minute errands to do, get those lawn ornaments perhaps secured, now's a good time to do so tonight and into tomorrow morning. So as we look off to our west, cloudiness eventually begins overspreading southern New England later tonight. The storm system doesn't look like much right now moving through the central and northern plains, but we've got many weather alerts, from blizzard warnings where you see those shades of orange through the Great Lakes, westward into Iowa and Minnesota, even into parts of the Dakotas. Wind chill watches and warnings from Canada all the way to the Gulf Coast. So this is a high impact storm, certainly affecting travel. Very busy time of the year, of course. I've already had to reschedule my flight for early Friday morning. I'll be staying here a little bit longer. So we've got temperatures tomorrow. They're going to start off cold in the 20s, but notice as the day progresses into the evening hours, temperatures will be trending even milder. So by tomorrow, 6, 7, 8 o'clock in the evening, reaching the low 40s inland, will likely pop into the mid 40s by later tomorrow evening along the shoreline. And those temperatures remain steady, if not climb even more as we head into Friday morning. Friday, we're going to wake up the temperatures in the 50s. So here's the check of Futurecast showing the increasing cloud cover as we head through the overnight hours. So limited sun early tomorrow morning. It's around lunchtime and points thereafter from west to east that precip is going to start initially and briefly at the beginning, maybe a little wintry mix inland, but otherwise it's going to be all rain as those southerly winds get going, bringing in that really mild air mass. So this is tomorrow night, 2 a.m. Friday morning, rain coming down all across Connecticut, doing so at a pretty good clip. As we head toward the Friday morning, what would be the traditional commute time, looking for perhaps a little bit of a break or a lull, and then here comes the Arctic cold front during the middle to latter part of the afternoon on Friday. That's going to bring perhaps a brief transition over to some snow, some minor accumulations, but the bigger story will be the dramatic drop in temperature behind that front. So with the rain, with regard to it, we could see across Connecticut 2 to 3 inches. Where we see the axis of heaviest rain set up, we'll be monitoring that for you, but certainly could lead to some poor drainage flooding. Here's a look at Futurecast temperatures. Again, Friday morning waking up to readings in the 50s. As we head toward the middle part of the day and thereafter, look at the sharp drop as we head toward 6, 7 o'clock in the evening, going quickly from the 40s into the 30s, into the 20s, and even into the teens. That's by Friday evening. That's when we could see that flash freeze. And then when you factor in the wind chill values by, say, 10 p.m. on Friday, near zero, if not below in some spots. So we've got, again, many hazards with this upcoming storm. Temperatures dropping again on Friday, Saturday and Sunday, dry and bright, Christmas Eve, Christmas Day, but cold. Highs on Saturday in the 20s, maybe a couple degrees milder on Sunday, but still in the 20s. And that wind is going to make it even feel even colder. As we head toward next week, the last week of the year, temperatures trending a bit milder, getting closer to 40 by Wednesday.